Hey guys, welcome back to Olubori TV. Following the wildly watched Arise TV interview of the delectable Peter Obi, this man has shot up in points with people, and that is not far fetched because this is someone that exudes competency. Do you believe that Peter Obi does not receive salary as a former governor? This is something that both Tinubu and Atiku Abubakar as a former VP, Tinubu as a former governor, they are still being paid by the Nigerian government. Peter Obi does not. Peter Obi was a billionaire before he even came into government. So, okay, that's a side note. Peter Obi has come out to tell Nigerians that he is the competent choice and to ask Nigerians to vote for him. The presidential candidate of the Labour Party in the 2023 general elections and the former governor of Anambra State, Mr. Peter Obi, has urged Nigerians to vote for him, noting that he is a competent Nigerian who has the capacity to pull the country out of the mess it had found itself. Speaking in an Arise News television interview monitored in Oka, Obi wondered why politicians should be emphasizing on where a candidate hailed from instead of facing the real issues, which are the monumental problems confronting the nation. He said this in a comment responding to the comments by the New Nigeria's People's Party's presidential candidate, Senator Rabiu Kwankwaso, where he said the Igbo were on the lower ladder of Nigerian politics. Obi to this answered and said, people often downplay the efforts needed to find solutions to the country's problem. Obi said his candidacy is meant to solve those problems and to stop referring to the issue of the lower ladder and upper ladder, which has brought us to where we are. I agree. Kwankwaso admitted in his interview that Obi, I'm competent because of my knowledge of the economy. And the question is, why then does he want to have someone who has knowledge of the economy to be vice president and not the president? You want to use people who should be on the reserve bench to start the match when the person who is better is the player who is left out. According to Obi, it is because people don't have jobs and means of livelihood that they are pushed into criminality and agitation. Obi said, we would assemble young, sharp people who will be able to face the challenges that we are facing today. We will be concerned with cutting costs to be able to pull Nigeria out of poverty. So if everybody is saying that I am competent to handle the economy, that means I should be the one to be president. Because the problem of Nigeria is in the economy. Obi fired back at Kwankwaso. On the allegations of him being a member of the Indigenous People of Biafra, IPOB, Obi said he has never been involved in sponsoring any agitation, recalling that in 2007, he made a comment and said the agitations were as a result of a leadership failure over the years to address critical issue. He added that if he was in power, he would deal decisively with all agitation by offering truthful leadership. Obi said, and I quote, I have never discriminated against any section of the country. When I was governor of Anambra State, as governor, all the police commissioners that worked with me were from the north, and 2 were even from Kano. My ADC is from Kano, and I didn't give them any order to deal with their people in Anambra State, as alleged by my counterpart. This man is busting my head. Obi further said the person shown marching on the Nigerian flag in a video that was published that was posted, that was shared on social media by some of his detractors as his son. That person in the video stepping on the Nigerian flag and wearing the Biafran color is not his son, saying, my son is a busy professional. He is consumed by his work and does not have time for such a thing. Besides, that thing happened in Germany, and my son is in the UK. I can bet any amount for anybody to prove that it was my son they saw. That person is shorter than my son. On the issue of the vice presidential candidate of his party, Obi said he was talking to some people and he mentioned some names, but maintained that only qualified candidates were going to be used. I mean, come on, come on. This man is astounding. He is outstanding, outspoken, very intelligent. He has the answers. I mean, let's face it, since the presidential candidates emerged from their respective presidential primary elections, only Obi has been called to how many TV stations now to talk. When will we have the likes of Tinubu and Atiku telling us what they want to do? When? And I don't want anybody to say, we already know what Tinubu wants to do. We saw what he did in Lagos. I still tell people, okay, tell me exactly what Tinubu did in Lagos. Tell me. Point to it and say, this is what Tinubu did. I'm not saying he didn't do anything. But to ascribe where Lagos is now as being a brainchild of Tinubu is just you're just paying lip service. You're just paying lip service to this man. Peter Obi is the man of the people. Is the best on the ballot paper. Is the best choice right now for Nigerians. So I do not understand why people are trying to detract. I mean, when Kwankwaso held his interview days ago and said all that he said, I wondered to my mind, okay, why is everybody attacking Peter Obi? Kwankwaso did not say anything about Tinubu. He did not say anything about Atiku. But he was talking about Peter Obi. But come on. This is not the time to be detracting people from supporting who it is they want to support. Aside you are supporting Mr. Emilokun or you articulated, I will beat you if I see you. But seriously, Nigerians, my fellow Nigerians, wake up. As Kis Daniel said in his song, collect your money, wake up, no sleep. Gbera. Nigerians, wake up, 2023 is almost here. When you have the choice to pick between Obi, Tinubu, Atiku, and Kwankwaso, please, I want to know, right here, right now, who would be your choice? Would you be voting obedient? Would you be voting batified or articulated? Let us know in the comment section below. Till next time, Arrivederci.